Hi, welcome back to Pennies Make Dollars. Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Saturday to you. It is April the 12th. So thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday. So I hope you all are having a wonderful and blessed Saturday. Yes, guys, it is not raining here, so I'm glad to see that. I think it's a little cooler than usual, but other than that, it feels great. Looks nice. But thank you all. And I'm from the state of North Carolina, for those of you who don't know. And welcome both new and old subscribers, my day one huns, my penny flippers, and my new huns. Thank you all. All right, so guys, I just wanted to come and just pretty much go over another video I had previously went over. Let me see where I have that at. So yes, I hope you all are doing well. Let's see, I think, yeah. Okay, I put a little sheet in there. Let me put that over here. All right, so I came to you all on March the 5th, looks like. That's the date of 2025. And I talked to you all about reducing my cost of living. Let me put some lotion on. I have a little station here where I can just have different things I need to do. Okay. I hope y'all are doing well. All right, so yes, I did come to you all about reducing my cost of living expenses. I wanted to go over where we are on that process. Of course, that was just a month ago, March the 5th. So it's always great to go over things, just kind of keep in mind what you are hoping to accomplish and just look over it. So on March the 5th, I talked about, different ways I hope to reduce my cost of living, okay? And from there, I said I had 2 more car payments remaining. So we are doing well in the car payment department. Looks like, I'm just going to say, just like Deb Love Jesus told me, we're going to declare it as already done. I do owe the amount of $37.28. And I will be, trying to get that paid off on Monday or Tuesday. Okay, when I file my unemployment. And when I get that, my goal is to pay off that $37.28. Okay. All right. So I kind of changed my mind about the better car insurance or lower rate car insurance for the simple fact, I just think right now it's probably best that I keep my car insurance as comprehensive. The reason why is personal. If it was a normal circumstance, I could do that, but since it's not that normal for me, I would love to do that. Other people probably can do that, but I've had people key my car in the past. I've had people, like, even my what is that kind of tire you keep in there? Spare tires, that is completely gone. So I'm going to keep all my insurance as comprehensive right now, full coverage. I don't know where my spare tire, where it went. I've had people work on my car before, and somebody took it out. So we've had people work on the car before, and they put a spare tire on the car, and I was riding around with a spare tire instead of a real tire. So that just tells you people will be, kind of, not everybody, but, a little shaky and shysty on some things. So as of now, I have to buy a new spare tire, and I don't know how to get that, okay? So just knowing that people, if they don't like you or care for you, they may try to mess with your vehicle. So I'm just going to keep it fully covered at this time. Now, eating from home, I'm doing so well on eating from home, guys. I did, we did a baked spaghetti. I ate off that for at least 3 days. I know 3 days. I got my 3 days in. So we did that, okay? And I did discuss that before, how a 30-day month or 31-day month or 29, 28-day month, you can take and just cook a a larger meal, either in a crock pot or baking it, grilling it, air fried, and eat off of that for as long as you can. If that's your dinner, you can eat off of it, at least 3 days for dinner. You can even use it for lunch. Of course, you may get tired of it, but you may have a second meal plan, maybe a sandwich or something you can substitute that with if you get exhausted of that food. Okay. So right now, with time, being the way that they are, it's also helping me to save money for paying my bills and everything. So even from home, it just makes sense to me right now. And then for number 4, I had a full-time job, part-time job. I don't have neither one of those just yet, but I'm in the process of, I am doing interviews and hoping and praying that one of these jobs will come through. My old job did make contact with me, let me know that they had, that they may be offering a new position, and if I want it, and so I would definitely be listening out for them. But unfortunately, that is for the month of May. So at this time, I'm still looking for a job because, I have to have one. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, put an asterisk beside that. And then a pension check. I have not yet been able to save more of that check yet, but once I get a full-time job, I'm hoping to save at least half of that. It's not a very large check, but it's decent, and I thank God for it. This is from the previous, the marriage that I was in. So I'm hoping to save at least half, or the whole thing. Okay. So even though I'm paying off the car, that still may be an issue for me with the pension check, because I usually use that for the car insurance, and then anything left, I keep that in my bank account. But for the pension check, we'll see. Like, can I just substitute now and start paying the car insurance and then keep the pension check? That's what I'm hoping to do. Cheaper housing. Okay. So with a cheaper housing, I am looking for a cheaper house, somewhere to live that is cheaper than the amount I'm paying right now for apartment. Right now, I pay the amount of $927, and it does go up every year. Okay, and this is a 2-bedroom, and by me being a certain age, I feel like I want to prepare now for retirement and just go on and try and find a reduced housing. Even if it's senior housing, some type of like income base. I'm gonna put that there, income based housing. Okay, because here we have even though minimum wage is $7.25, but thank God I make more than that. I have made more than that, and I pray I continue to make more than that. But still, just to prepare, for slowing down and just, not living in this faster pace environment. I am looking for income-based housing at this time, and that usually takes years to get on, if you can even get on the list. So as far as paying down my credit card, I think I've only paid down about $90 so far, but that is fine. This is a credit card that I am planning to keep. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it right here. Emergency fund, I have $91 in there. I think I took out $15, but I was able to put it back. Okay, so yes, I was able to put that back with an unemployment check, but I still have the $91. And being unemployed to me is like an emergency, so I do keep that in mind, that if I need anything like groceries, anything, I will definitely use that. I try to keep that as a buffer just for now, even though it's not a very large buffer. And when I start back working, I will get a real emergency fund. But right now, that 91 is fine. And as long as I keep that in there and try to get it up to 100, I will only need $900 more for my real emergency fund. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to go over with you all. So as far as I know, we have only we're pretty much done with the car. We have a payment left of $37.28. Better car insurance or lower rate car insurance, I'm not going to do that at all. So we will be keeping the car insurance as is. Eating from home, I think we're doing great on that. I'm doing pretty good on it. I do crock pot meals, bacon meals, larger meals like spaghetti, baked chicken, yes, and rice or pasta or something like that. And then I'm still looking for a new full-time job, part-time job, whatever I can use right now because I'm on unemployment benefits. That only lasts for 12 weeks, and I'm at the 4th week going into the 5th week. Okay, so I really need to go on and find something because North Carolina has that rule that it's a 12-week payout if you qualify for that. And then the pension check, I think that'll just be me, once the car gets paid off, I can still use some of that pension check, just, maybe take half and use for savings and half just to use for something that I need. And then cheaper housing, that is something that will be, I say in the future. I'm not really pushing for that at this time. The only thing I'm pushing for is to get on somebody's listing. And around here, it's very hard to get on someone's listing because it's who you know, pretty much. And when you call, even though they have advertised that they're going to be taking applications, when you get on the website or when you call, you just get voice recordings, or you find out maybe that, they're not taking it after all. So, yeah, that is something we will continue to work on. And paying down my credit card, yes, just regular payments on the credit card will be fine. I'm not going to do anything extra, with that. Just try not to use it. That's my thing. Emergency fund, put up the other $900 for the emergency fund. So, yes, guys, we still have a long way to go with reducing the cost of living. I hope if you all are trying to do that you all sit down as well and try to figure out ways to reduce your cost of living. Like, also with medication, with just your day-to-day, look into your, just write down what you do, what do you usually pay. Like for subscriptions, I only have that Google Play subscription, and that's the only thing right now that's coming out of my bank account. It's $2, and I'm keeping that because it's a monthly fee of $2, and it's supposed to give me more storage like every month or whatever. But anyway, that is what I'm doing. So guys, I hope this encourages you also. So once the car payment has been paid, I will come up here and let you all know. And then I think I'm gonna keep the car insurance right now. I can still check around for comprehensive insurance, but make sure maybe it can be a little cheaper. So eating from home, I'm gonna do that at least 5 times in the month, and at least eat off the meals for 3 days. That would give me a total days of 15 days. And then I only have 15 days to buy grocery for, or my pantry can cover me with some of that 15 days. Yeah. So that is what I'm doing, guys. And good luck to you all, and I wish you all well in reducing the cost of living. If you have something that you almost have paid off, put it in the comment. Let me know. Some of you all may have other things that you're about to be finished with a credit card. I know when I was young, I had some store credit, like it was different stores and stuff that I like, and I had a credit through them. It wasn't a real large credit limit, but it gave me options to go there and get clothes and stuff like that. But I was able to pay them off because I realized, they kept me in a cycle as well. So just let me know if there's anything you all about to pay off. And even if it's a home or something like that, that's all encouragement. You guys have a wonderful day. Again, I'm so happy I was able to come before you on the 12th of April. So I guess, we can do some assessments of some of these that we already completed. And what I would do off camera is, well, hold on. I can go and I could just say, okay, we did a check-in, and this was on April the 12th, which is Saturday. So the things I need to work on will be car insurance. Maybe I can get a lower rate anyway, but I'm going to keep the comprehensive coverage. I wish I could go to liability like most people do once they pay off the car, but at this time I don't feel comfortable doing that. So full-time job is next, because I'm eating from home pretty well, so I say full-time job to get stability back. Also, okay, I'm still gonna, I could check the pension check. I'm gonna try to do at least half of that, so I put it here anyway. Just don't use the whole thing, maybe say a certain amount. And then housing, which I will do some research and see about senior housing. Cause those of you who know, I just turned, well, I'm 55, but I'm almost 56. I have a birthday coming up in a few months, so. And then the credit card, I'm just gonna continue paying it. So, and then the emergency fund, and which you all know, I would like to get up $1,000 with that. So all of this reflects on the Dave Ramsey plan that I am trying to do. Now, I'm not following him to a T. I didn't get my student loans forgiven. They said I worked in a different field from, I guess, what they were forgiving people for, which is ridiculous, because for the simple fact, I have a degree as well, and I can't help where I work. You know, you just can't help it, the way things are. And some of us live in populations where, you know, you can't get in those jobs. And I worked there like as a substitute teacher, but you know, nobody's vouching for you to get in full time. But that's okay. I had great experience there. I loved it. It opened doors for me to do other things. So yes, so this is Dave Ramsey Baby Step Plan, and actually I'm following this, but I'm doing a partial partial payoff instead of a total. And I'll come back and do a video on this to let you know how we're doing. But this relates to me paying off or reducing my cost of living. And this is April the 12th, 2025. Okay, so there are a lot of tariffs going on. So even though I'm reducing my cost of living, there are still other increases like inflation, gas. There are other things that are going up. So even, you know, so right now, you know, I just come back and give y'all an overview of this again. And that's all that I can do in this video. So I hope y'all appreciate that I was able to talk to you about, where is that at? About reducing your cost of living. But this is more so for me. Okay, so I encourage you all to write things down. You can use your computer. And I'm glad I mentioned computer, y'all. I brought my computer over here to show you all my new computer. This is the one I ended up purchasing for a job, and the job said they gave the job away. This is my new computer that I have. It cost me $100 and something, almost $200. Okay. And so far I'm just charging it and everything. I haven't even got all my information over here, but I'm